Greetings everyone, and great here from another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. So on the bottom right side as the pink Burgundians, we have Citizen Lame. Spawn on the top left side as the blue Berbers, we have Cute Girl. Let's go and cover each player's civilization bonuses now. Burgundians, Cavalry Civilization. Economic upgrades are available 1 age earlier and cost 33% less food. Stable technologies cost 50% less. Cavalry upgrades available in Castle Age. Unpowered units get plus 25% attack. Unique units are Fusiliers. They do have an Alpha Strike ability, and Flemish Militia is more related to all-in strategy. I really don't know how effective they are individually. Unique text, Burgundian vignettes, farmers slowly generate gold additional food. Flemish Revolution, it's an all-in strategy that turns all your villagers into Flemish Militia, and then you can able to build Flemish Militia from the bears. Team bonus relics generate both food and gold, which can be very handy indeed. The Berbers, Cavalry and Naval Civilization. Villagers move faster in Dark Age 5% and even faster in Feudal Age. Stable units cost 50% less in Castle Age, even more in Feudal Age. And ship stuff. Cavalry Camel Archers is a unique Cavalry Archer. Generator is a mounted skirmisher. Unique text, Kabosh. Teams castles work 25% faster. Agabahi Camels. Camel units slowly regenerate. And Generator is available in Archery starting in the Castle Age. Got Blue Scout push way forward. Let's just scouts right here. Blue's Spearman trying to poke the eyes out of that scout. And we got more scouts being plotted on the field. You got more scouts being pulled up on both sides. Looks like blue's eyeing for villagers and scouts, while magenta or pink is eyeing for. Trying to select them. There you go. And just villagers at the moment. No additional scouts at the moment, so he's just going for 3 scouts. This one's quite wounded. Got a defensive spearman here, ready to poke out some eyes. You can throw these scouts inside the town so to get some health regen if once he's done. Looks like both sides just going for aggressively defensive force, though blue was on the offense, being way over here. Got a house right there. And both sides have pretty opened up towns, so both sides will need to pull out a lot of structure and a lot of walls in order to get them fully walled on in. Scouts advancing forward. Do have, of course, does not take a swipe at the villager. He attempted to. Got some blue spearmen advancing forward. We do have 2 pink spearmen here. Trying to find spots there on these blue horsemen. Blue's horsemen are still pretty healthy. Looks like blue spearman getting some good hits there on pink spearman.
Bonjour.
He does go and wall in that villager right there. He does find a good poke there onto these scouts. Getting one almost fully killed. Pink scout right there. I'm not sure where pink's other scouts are, so the wounded ones are actually up north up here. Actually, just a 4th one in general. More spearmen chasing spearmen. Scouts chasing scouts. And trying to hit down, does get a good hit there. Both 2 of these scouts are severely wounded. Pink scouts do pick off a villager over there. And it looks like a lot of horsemen went down there. Pink's spearman will get overwhelmed by blue spearman. Got reinforcing pink spearman there. Getting some hits there onto these scouts there. Does take out one of the scouts there, leaving the other one severely wounded. And it looks like pink's reinforcing spearman will win out the fight there. These scouts are still moving around trying to find another engagement. Pink right now has 31 scouts versus 28.
See.
We got some villagers being pulled on out by pink. No additional military units at the moment. Blue right now, it's probably doing the same. And it's just a single villager rather than 7 villagers in the queue. Both sides are still pretty far from Castle Age. Blue scouts are moving around. We've got 3 relatively healthy scouts for blue. We've got these 3 relatively unhealthy scouts for pink. And a relatively unhealthy spearman here as well. Pink's eyeing for more walls. Very nice. More defensive pink spearmen here. I do got a wall over here, though. There may be a breach over here relatively soon once this Bush A goes down. Why is that called Bush A? That clearly looks like a tree. Was there? Let's see. I assume this here? Yeah, Bush A. How damning. That monster being alive like that. These villagers collecting up the trees right there. We do have these scouts trying to push away forward. Let's see, starting to double wall and reinforce this walling right there. Very nice. We do have these scouts moving around. One pink scouts do go down. And this scout will get trapped there. There is no breach right there. There's bamboos. And oh, there's actually is a breach over here now. As I mentioned beforehand, Bush A has fallen. So now these villagers will see some slices. It does shank up some of these villagers for a moment. And they do, as with the scouts. And Pink does lose a villager right there. Pink currently has 30 villagers versus opponents 33. And looks like Pink scout, which just has one remaining that's severely wounded. Blue is now been forced on out. It's going to patch up the breach there with a house. And now you got these scouts moving around, trying to find another opening. And at this point in time, they'll have to create another opening. Pink scout just go around scouting around. Let's go fast forward the moment because it looks like he's not doing a whole lot at the moment. Blue, or let's see, a pink. Blue is going for Castle Age. Pink has Castle Age on the blue queue as well. Preparing it up, going for mining tech, so I think he would cancel the mining tech there. Spearman in pursuit, trying to deal with these scouts. Hope he actually got that research complete. It's that went by a little bit quicker than I expected. Melee attack being researched by Blue at the moment. Pink does not have melee armor, or melee attack, nor melee armor. No, is there even blacksmith out in the field? Yep, there is a blacksmith on the field, but it doesn't appear. Wait, select him. Yep, no blacksmith research looks like has been completed. Scouts push way forward. We do have a couple spearmen over here. Spearmen now in pursuit of these horsemen. Fresh stable there, so maybe he's eyeing for a night transition. Does not researched his castle age. I mean, remember as well, the Berbers get cheaper cavalry, or cheaper stable units, I should say, running castle age. They can also get the Geniteur, which is not a stable unit. Can they get? Yeah, they can get camels, heavy camels. He has bloodlines now research. Pink has now researched castle age as well. We do have Cavaliers immediately being researched. It's going straight, bypassing knights, going straight for Cavaliers. And wheelbarrow. Scout may go down to the spearmen. Just needs one good poke and his eyes will fall out. Spearmen trying to pursue these scouts still. And looks like Pink has gone for monster. Remember as well, team bonus, food, and gold. So grabbing those relics will provide him some extra income. Even more so than normal, I should say. Scouts trying to make another breach there. They will receive some pokes there. Another scout severely wounded. And that scout will go down to the knight. And his opponent's pulling out knights as well, which means the Cavaliers should be very effective. You got one cavalry on the build queue, and he's starting to get out some camels as well. Oh, monks are a good idea, especially if he's fighting against Burgundians. That would be very useful to convert some of these Cavaliers. Cavaliers push way forward. The scouts do spot them. The Cavaliers should just turn around and start engaging. They are far superior than scouts. Cavaliers now have 120 health, 3-3 armor, 12 attack. Spearmen being 3-1 by Spearmen. They got some camels not being played field. They also do have 120 health, of course they do get bonus damage versus these knights. Monk has claimed the relic there, so very nice. So Pink is eyeing for his own monks. Blue's nice has 120 health as well. Cavaliers doesn't appear to have bloodlines research just yet now, do they? Oh yeah, you can't get bloodlines as Burgundians. I forgot about that. More elephants. Did not forget about that. Looks like the exotic cat does go down. Now these Cavaliers trying to push way forward, trying to find another engagement. Trying to make a breach through this little palisade wall there. Should be able to get through it pretty quickly. And does go ahead and repair up some of these houses, or build some houses, not repair them. There may be a breach right here you can make. That's one tile, but looks like housing are completely walling up the walls. Camels do find a good engagement there onto the Cavaliers. Cavaliers will need to fall back. We're seeing a bit too much damage for the camels. Camels not pursuing them in single file line. He does have access to monks, so he can't get them healed up. And now got some Couturiers being deployed on the field. They do have like a 20 damage Alpha Strike ability there, which should be very useful to support out these Cavaliers. Except for those camels. If you kill off the camels quickly, the camels will do less damage, of course. And do also got some spear in advance forward, trying to engage these camels now. Camels went maybe a little too far there. Does get receive a lot of damage there from the pikemen or spearmen. Spearmen and Cavalier do go down in return. And didn't take as much damage as I thought he would. Got some healing over here, trying to heal up these camels. Scouting around. Monk trying to pick up that relic. Now I got some monk technology being researched. He's going for fervor. I think that's faster moving monks. I always forget which some of these technologies do. There's a lot of them, to say the least. Once again, some good healing there on these camels. And right now, Inker Sign does get pikeman research. Going for a lot of villagers. Has 3 towns to spawn field. Blue is also going for villagers and more camels. He has 3 towns also built. And of course, Ink does have a keep here, or castle. And it's getting more stone collected on up. Exotic kitty cat gains some bites there onto the villager. She's refusing to pet him. Can't get supplies, but not Gamersons. We got these camels advanced forward. We'll find some of these pikemen there. Couturiers do get their charge attack there, taking some extra damage, and does get one of the camels converted. We're gonna hit these Couturiers now. Couturiers just may want to fall back there. Let the pikemen get some damage. Of course, there's just too many camels here for those pikemen to really engage. He needs more pikemen in general. Each is eyeing for more pikemen, and also going for blacksmith research. We got these Cavaliers up here as well. They will find the camels. Camels will find them. Pikemen trying to push way forward, trying to save these Cavaliers. Does save them. Does need a bit of time to heal up. I think right now has 2 relics claimed. 1 relic claimed by Blue. Got 1 relic over here. Blue's trying to claim it. And let's some of these pikemen charging forward, trying to get some damage on these camels. Does get some damage there. Knights, of course, much more resilient than camels to castle fire. Monks could try to go for conversion there on that knight. Probably be a good idea. Now they keep not being applied by Pink. And will kill his own knight there to prevent it from being converted. He does not have ballistics research nor murder holes. For now, Blue's going for more villagers, mining technology. And now we do have another castle now pulled on field. Nope, that audio line was a university. I'm not sure why I got those two mixed up. We got these camels getting some much needed healing. He can always go for his Imperial Age technology to get camel units regenerate, right? His Imperial Age is not being researched. Ink does have Imperial Age much more in progress as well. Going for a big line of pikemen, as well as more villagers. Couturiers now being more than being plotted on field. Right now they do have their 20 Alpha Strike attacker ready to go. And he's going for herbal medicine? I know in some situations it's useful, but I don't know why you're going for herbal medicine, honestly. Herbal medicine allows you to get higher health regen when inside a garrison. Maybe really try and eye healing up the castles.
See.
Pikeman advances forward. There seems actually some free shots there. They're not standing fighting. He needs to stand and fight. Let's get some hits there. And convert some of these pikemen. That's not really great unit to try to convert. Pikemen falling back. And now do have Imperial Age 4 pink. Or melee for halberdier, as well as more horse armor, as well as some melee armor. Scout does go down right there. Do now this Genitours advancing on forward, not Genitours, Cordeliers. This opponent can deploy out Genitours. Now Imperial Age is researched by blue. We got some treasures being pulled out by pink. Blue right now is going for his Cavalier research. Camel, heavy camel, cannon cart, blast forge. Pike or halberdier gains a great damage on these camels, annihilating them. He has an formation move for monks and spearmen. He needs to make sure those camels are not in that same formation, because right now he's just being pursued. Does get into the range of the castle there, gains some damage onto those pikemen. And this one will get killed off there. But overall, great engagement there by pink. Takes out Iron for Siege Workshop, maybe for some hand cannoneers. He's now going for some camel archers, as well as some petards. Why is he going for petards? Maybe on the breach some walls there. We do have these cooliers advancing forward and see them. My apologies. Now they're hitting these various forces. Exotic cats somehow in the mix of all of this. Some of these villagers are going down. Right now, blue has 104 villagers versus opponent's 112. Another villager does go down right there. It's got a single Coutelier still in that region. Got this Coutelier now pushing forward. Still got the exotic kitty cat engaging. And that exotic kitty cat will go down to Castle Fire. Cavalier's backing on off. We got heavy camel now researched. And now got these Cavaliers pushing trying to engage themselves. Oh, I did not see these heavy camels pushing forward. Sorry I missed that. A little bit out of it today. Halberdiers gain some good damage on the camels, taking them out. These camels are moving around, trying to hit this town center. These camels do hit a villager there. The town center is fully loaded. And now I got these halberdiers trying to engage those heavy camels. Now I do got a forward keep or castle put out by pink. Village counts 108 and 107, so very similar. Camels overrunning pink's force right there. Villagers could get inside the castle there. He needs murder hold to hit those camels. Or pikemen, they can also hit camels like that. Dripshoot's now hitting blue's castle, getting some great damage there, going from camel archers. The blue's castle does go down right there. Castle going up. That's what I'm hearing that pikemen engage that light cavalry. Constantine now seems to fire there. They both have equal amount of villagers, a similar amount of villagers. This town is not a massive problem. He already has made pretty good use of it. Housing starting to go on down. We got some more archer rangers now being put on the field, as well as siege workshops. And now got a massive wave of light cavalry deployed on out, as well as some camel archers. He can get hussars. He can't get paladins. Oh wait, didn't he have a cavalier being boosted at one point in time? He must have canceled that. Camel archers gain some damage there onto these halberdiers. We got a second line of walls, house wall being put over there, as well as some stone walls. I think right now just probably just being satisfied with these halberdiers.
See.
Now it's going for his Castle Age technology, which is farmers generate gold. Now it's got Fletching and Archer armor in point of view. This is going for lead skirmishers. Mining camp, not necessarily under fire. I think everything else is under fire right now. And we've got these structures, now we're seeing some hits there. Mining camp does go down. More housing in point of view. Housing starting to go on down. And Pink's going for another castle over here, trying to eye for his own little network of castles to keep these guys alive. He does want to fall back to those villagers there. He probably could have got the castle built. That must have been a misrally there. Cordelier is pushing forward. Like how we're now trying to hit those villagers again. Camel Archers may advance forward over here. And looks like the villagers are falling back. Failing to build that castle there. We're going to take time to start slicing up that castle there. Got halberds in response. We need these trebuchets move back a little bit to avoid those camel archers. In the current state, they only have 8 pierce armor. Camel archers have, elite camel archers have 12 attacks, so they receive more than 1 damage per hit. Light cavalry's going to go on down to these halberdiers. Good damage there onto those light cavalry. Halberdiers advance forward. Castle will be rebuilt. Only took minimal damage there. Camel Archers advance forward. Getting some good damage there. Hussars now deployed on the field, and Blue's going for his own defensive castle right there. Has multiple castles deployed on the field. Trying to stop these halberdiers from advancing on forward. Halberdiers starting to get ripped apart by these Camel Archers. Now we just have these elite Camel Archers advancing on forward. Got these Cavaliers also advancing forward as well. Looks like Pink was trying to steal some of that stone there. It was unsuccessful, however. Right now, Pink does have 137 villagers for his opponent's 109. I hear the Cavaliers now hacking away. Arzar's gonna go on down. Got some stone walls being put on the field. Cordeliers advancing forward, trying to hack apart some of these villagers. Very nice. Of course, Camel Archers have good attack. The Cordeliers do have good amount of pierced armor, 6 pierced armor, so they're able to cut down that damage in half. Cordeliers advance forward, trying to find another engagement here. Camel Archers are trying to pursue these Cordeliers. They're in small forces there, so these Camel Archers can easily take them apart. Got a bombard now finding a way on them. Hussars pushing forward, trying to get some damage onto these villagers. Cordeliers here to respond to it. These Hussars will go down. Cordeliers advance forward, trying to get some damage there onto these villagers. Cordeliers, halberdiers, and elite skirmishers trying to hit these camel archers. The skirmishers are going to be a good idea versus these camel archers. Go for some genitors right now. They should be reasonably effective versus these skirmishers. They're a bit more expensive, but they have a bit more health, a bit more population effective. Each designed for more skirmishers, more halberdiers, more light cavalry. You can get up the hussars. More fire there on these regular houses there. Spearman trying to get some damage onto the bombard. I think that just went down right there. Like Cavalry Hussars or Halberdiers trying to get some damage on these Camel Archers. And these villagers have been cleaned up. Right now, Blue's down to 73 villagers versus one's 138. All these Hussars starting to go on down right there. Genitors advance forward, getting some good hits there onto these pikemen or halberdiers. And Pink's force is getting killed off one at a time. Got a bombard now advancing forward. Many use those trebuchets and engage that bombard to save his castle from going down. More elite Cordeliers now being put on the field. Got a good number of camel archers still on the field. Crop rotation not being researched by Pink. And some of these hobbies are trying to go on down. Got still a decent force here to pull up by Pink. Of course, he can pull out a smaller force on his opponent. Looks like Blue is eyeing for just more villagers and more bombards at the moment, not eyeing for other military units. Right now, Pink does have a good reserve of resources. Good amount of food, not a lot of wood, but plenty of gold as well. Blue has claimed 3 relics, or his opponent's just 2. Halberdiers and javelins trying to advance on forward. We have these cooliers, large weight cooliers, now advance on forward. Maybe on trying to get a good shot there onto the camel archers. Camel archers do get a good shot in return. And now I got this keep receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Cooliers now trying to, nope, not really engage. Camel archers gain some damage there. Hussars try and push one forward. Cooliers do get a lot of damage there on the Hussars. We'll get a lot of the alpha effects consumed off of them. Camel archers firing away, trying to get as much damage as possible. Cooliers trying to break their way forward. Light cavalry is slowing down, while Hussars are slowing them down. Now we've got a big engagement here, but it looks like overall the cooliers don't get overwhelmed by the camel archers. Let's pick off that lumber camp there. He does have a good number of these skirmishers advanced forward, trying to get as much damage on these camel archers as much as he can. And some of the cooliers are still alive, dealing with some of these scouts. There's a sign for more light cavalry at the moment, or hussars should say. I think right now is eyeing just more cooliers, pikemen, or halberdiers, and now we can gain guilds. Where's this? Let's call that technology. Oh, I don't really know the name of this one. Do not have the castles now seem to fire there from the trebuchets. Camel archers do force back these forces, but right now he's running out of camel archers at the moment. And it was guilds, that was the name of technology. Camel archers being focused down one at a time. Blue does have 81 villagers right now. And only point out more like cavalry and Blue does back in the game now. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching and on to the next replay.